early on in this fourth quarter. He's earned the right to close out this ball game with not his mouth, but with his play.
Misses that one. Ariza the rebound.
It's a problem. He's 1 of 2 versus when Gasol makes 2 of 2. Very difficult.
3-point Orlando lead. Crowd on its feet. Bryant seeing a double team. Good help defense and a reach and foul. Just a little over aggressive. They're going to call it on Petrus.
But if I'm Stan Van Gundy, I don't mind this. This is energy and effort. We're not in the penalty. Good job of contesting, active hands, and forcing Bryant into a tough one. Now you have to be smarter.
That was their foul to give. Petrus right on Bryant. Howard looking to help. Gasol drives the lane. Layup, banks it in. A 1-point game with a minute and a half to play.
And if you're going to trap Kobe Bryant in the pick-and-roll situations, the other 3 guys on defense have to be ready to rotate and contest. You can't allow Gasol to get all the way to the cup.
Lakers 10 of 13 from the field here in the fourth quarter. Turkoglu. Ariza fights over the screen. Back up top to Lewis. Shot clock at 6. Alston double. Back to Lewis. That's a 2-pointer. Puts it in. Rashard Lewis nails it. They're going to review it. But his right foot looked like it was on the line. Clutch shot from Rashard Lewis.
I tell you what, Mike, we raved about Kobe Bryant, and certainly the right foot is on the line. We raved about Kobe Bryant's left-hand hook pass. Well, that's an exceptional pass from Rafer Alston to Rashard Lewis.
20 more points for Lewis. They'll review it, but it's definitely a 2. 1:06 remaining, fourth quarter, game 3 of the NBA Finals from Orlando. Magic down 0-2 in the series, desperate for the win. And Rashard Lewis just hit a huge shot. They're reviewing it. But Lewis's right foot on the 3-point line, so it should be a 2-pointer. You can see it there. The right toe. They have the score up here, 105-101. But they're going to no doubt put it back to 104-101 and make it a 3-point game.
Well, it's interesting. A team that lives by that 3-point line spacing, to have this game impacted so much by one possession not being spaced exactly right. Critical. You always tell your players, don't shoot any threes with your foot on the line.
Well, Lewis still hit a clutch shot, so he has 19 points. Again, you see both teams with multiple timeouts, so plenty of opportunities there. Neither team with a foul to give. Laker ball with 1:06 remaining. Game 4 coming up on Thursday night on ABC. Will it be 2-1 or will the Lakers take a commanding lead? Can they pull this one out like they did in Game 2 in Los Angeles? The Magic have never won a finals game in franchise history. Swept in 95, lost the first 2 here, but on the verge of getting a victory. Bryant to drive. Bryant right at Howard. Blocked by Howard. And a foul called on Howard. The Orlando Magic upset. Joey Crawford, the outside official, made the call. Boy, that looks like a clean block.
Now, that is a clean block. The hit comes from Bryant. Dwight Howard does a good job not bringing his hands down until he feels the basketball. Bryant going to the line.
Misses another free throw. That's the 5th missed free throw of the game for Kobe Bryant. He can't believe it. 4 of 9 from the line. And it's still a 3-point game. Boy, this place is loud. And the Magic called timeout. Bryant just 1 of 2. So often it comes down to free throws. And we're just under a minute remaining. Kobe Bryant, this was the first attempt His 5th miss of the night. Magic up 2. Their ball when we come back. Verizon Wireless Game Track. This game is close throughout for the 2nd straight game. No team led by double figures. Largest lead was 9. Kobe Bryant had 21 in the first half. Didn't shoot as well in the second. Howard's had his best game. Look at the shooting numbers from Orlando, 63%. But it's Los Angeles here in the 4th, shooting 10 of 13 from the field. And that's why they're back within 2. But once again, so many of these games comes down to knocking down free throws. And this was a big miss from Kobe Bryant. So unlike him, 5 of 10 from the line tonight. You can see he was upset. But there's still plenty of time remaining with 59.8 left. Orlando still with 2 20-second timeouts. Lakers have a full and a 20. And again, neither team with a foul to give.
Well, the first thing you got to do is get the ball inbounds.
We've seen that critical throughout the playoffs. Lakers have had 2 key steals in the Denver series in the Western Conference Finals. Well, Turkoglu will inbound. Ariza on him. Howard, Alston, Lewis, and Petrus. 4 starters and Petrus in the game. Alston's had a terrific game. Turkoglu comes out. They love to put the ball in Turkoglu's hands. Turkoglu the drive, back for Howard. Shot clock down to 8. Alston, cross court, Lewis. Lewis on the drive, underneath, blocked, ball knocked loose out of bounds. And I think it was last touch by the Lakers. No. It's Laker ball. Lewis had the drive and a nice defensive play. I don't know if it was Odom or Gasol who blocked it.
Well, it was a great defensive play by Lamar Odom, and the correct call certainly off the hands of Rashard Lewis trying to recover it. Good job of contesting the drive.
And the Magic should not let him go 2 for 1 if they can help it.
Bryant stolen by Petrus, but Gasol gets it back. Lost it again, and Petrus is fouled by Kobe Bryant. Michael Petrus with a big defensive play. And he'll shoot free throws with 28.7 seconds remaining.
And how about Kobe Bryant missing the free throw and then trying to split the pick and roll? What your job is as a big man, get in and deny it. Good active hands by Dwight Howard coming up with the deflection, and Petrus not running for the fast break, but getting back in the middle, coming up with the ball.
Howard's the one that deflected it, Mark. You're right.
And Gasol, if he had that to do over again, would have called timeout.
Big free throw from Petrus. The Magic have hit 8 of 9 here in the 4th quarter. They're up by 3 with 28.7 remaining.
And to me, if Petrus makes this, they cannot allow the 3-point shot to cut it to 1. You make them go to the rim.
Clutch free throws from Michael Petrus. Big plays at both ends of the floor. And Orlando with a 4-point lead. Timeout, Los Angeles. Bill Van Gundy hoping his son gets his team back in the series. They're down 2-0. And right now they lead by 4.
And Cindy couldn't take it. She took off. I don't blame her. I was out in the hallway too right now.
The series will continue right back here at the Amway Arena on Thursday night. We'll have it for you on ABC. Coverage kicks off at 8:30 Eastern, tip-off shortly after 9. And then a Game 5 if necessary. Will be Sunday back here in Orlando. Earlier start, 8 Eastern tip-off. The Magic hold on. We'll definitely have a Game 5. So right now they lead by 4 with 28.7. And what a fantastic atmosphere this has been here in Orlando. About an hour before tip, they started their cheering, going crazy. They've seen this Magic team bounce back time and time again. A real credit to the way they bounce back here, Mark.
Well, absolutely. This is a place that embraces this basketball team because of their energy, their ability not to quit, and they certainly have responded here in Game 3, Coach.
Well, I think both teams have just played great basketball tonight. I think both teams will be very proud when they look back on this game of how they played.
All right, what's the Lakers' strategy right now?
Well, I'm going to surprise you with this. give it to Kobe Bryant and either pick and roll or have him drive it to the rim.